Welcome to our Career Office Hours series. We started this series simply to address some of the main questions that always pop up to us throughout the year about career leadership, and also to educate everyone about how to access our services and how to access our platforms and how this all fits into our career leadership model. So if you have heard about us before, great. If you haven't, this is the perfect one for you to join us with, because we're going to give you a little introduction to career leadership and what we offer, and you also get a glance over some of our platforms and resources as well. So feel free to pop any questions in the chat, like I mentioned, and we'll address it right at the end of the presentation. Okay, so just an overview of the content we're going to go over today, who we are and what we do at Career Leadership. Then we'll address our career leadership model, which contains the 4 challenges and 7 key areas to career mastery. We'll also give insight to the career resources available, only the key resources, so there's a lot more. And then how to access our platforms, and then we'll end off with the Q&A. So this is us, the team. Janine is the manager at Career Leadership. She is the one you will see if you engage our coaching, our one-on-one coaching and counseling. You might have also seen her in your classrooms. And she also leads our employer engagement efforts. And I'm the career officer assisting her with employee engagement. And I also manage the platform management and communication with all students and graduates regarding career leadership. That's our contact details. Feel free to take it down now, but you can also find our details on the Career Leadership Portal's contact page. And we should also be available in your student guidelines if you are a registered student at the moment. If you are a graduate, you can also find us on the USB Connect platform. But I'd be happy to share this with you at the end again if you want to take our details down. So, what do we do at Career Leadership? This is a question we get very often. A lot of people assume that we do job placements, placing students into jobs at the end of their student journeys. And while we do support your job search efforts, that is not what we do. So career leadership involves more than just finding a new job. And what we see with students and graduates at Stellenbosch Business School is that we are actually, most of us are on the same page with that. Most of our students and graduates are, taking on studies at this stage of their lives to find a job that actually matches their bigger purpose. And so it's not just about, landing another role. We actually want to empower you to achieve your career development goals. But with that, we also want to empower you to figure out what those goals are, because you might not know what those are when you start out. So that's what career leadership is there for. And figuring out what your career development goals are is not always going to be a straightforward path. And with many of us who've taken the decision to study after gaining work experience, you will find that that is the case, because you're going back to school basically and learning something new again. So we are here to assist you on this not so straight path and helping you find your why, because that's really at the foundation of figuring out what type of work you will truly be happy doing. So here's a nice quote we've put together just to kind of explain about how to find your why and why that is the starting point. If you don't know your why, you might just end up feeling stuck again. So engaging with career leadership and everything we have to offer will probably help you build a better foundation with your career development goals, so that you can actually find what you want and reuse these techniques that we make available to you throughout your career, and not just once, but time and time again. And this is really what led to the development of our career leadership model, which we started developing in 2018. And the model, which you will see on the right-hand side of your screen, is really just a way to put all of our resources and platforms in context to the challenge that you might be facing. So if you understand the guide, the model as a guide to finding the suitable solutions for you at the challenge you are facing at the moment, then that's a good way to understand the model. So when you look at the model, you can see there are 4 different sections in the inner circle. Those are the challenges. And on the outside, you have the 7 key areas of career mastery. And you also see I've listed common thoughts that you might come across associated with each challenge of the model. These are just the most common ones we've come across. You might come up with many different ones. But basically, if you treat the model as something more of phases you enter in and out of throughout your career, not step by step or sequentially, you could be at know yourself at one stage of your career and be at the 4th phase at another time and go back and forth as you grow and develop. So that's what we're going to be talking through in this session. We're just going to discuss how this model works, and hopefully by the end of it, we'd have put into context all of our platforms and resources so that you better understand how to engage career leadership services at the end. So this career leadership model also works in conjunction with leading career development services in our platform ecosystem. So the logos that you see at the bottom of the screen, some of them you will know, some of them you might not know. And the one at the very beginning, that's USB Connect. It's built on a platform called Graduate. And the one next to that is the Hired Global Shared Career Services platform. And Hired is a global opportunities platform offered by one of our accreditation partners called Equus. And basically, all of the leading business schools would make use of these platforms. So if you see these platforms, that's a good sign. And our Alumni Association makes use of Graduate for USB Connect, which is our alumni networking platform. Hired is our global opportunities platform where we connect you to a global network of employers. And of course, everyone knows LinkedIn and Indeed next to that as well, which you will find on our Career Lab. So the Career Lab is a career development platform that we make use of. It has some really good interactive tools like CV 360 and Interview 360, but they also use the power of LinkedIn and Indeed for some of their networking tools, which is really great. So we'll take you through how these resources work in a bit and how they fit into the model as well. Okay, so the Career Leadership Portal, and this is the one platform you'll hear us talking the most about. So this platform is our homepage, and this is where we bring all of these networks and communities together in the context of this career leadership model. So all of these logos you see displayed, these are entities where we source events and career opportunities from. And they really help to build a better career development experience as well. There's so many resources out there, and without the portal, we wouldn't be able to make it available to you in a single go. So we would have to make these available to you, on multiple platforms. But with the Career Leadership Portal, you can actually just log in and access all of these resources in one place. And again, we've organized it in such a way that you can access these resources and platforms in a way that makes sense for your journey throughout the career leadership model. So if you are at the phase where you want to start creating opportunities and finding your best work, you will know that you can access the Career Leadership portal, navigate through to events, for example, and you'll find a collection of events and opportunities made up of all of these networks and communities so that it's easier for you to find. Okay, so this is the first phase of the career leadership model, and this is really the foundation. So if you are asking the question, you know, you don't know what skills you have, you don't know what speaks to you, you don't know what your strengths are, then this would be your starting point. So challenge 1 is where you would focus. And the areas of mastery is building self-insight and identifying your skills and strengths. Some of the key resources we recommend here is self-timed, self-development and coaching programs, and also one-on-one career coaching, counseling, and assessments. So these can be found from the Career Leadership portal and from the Career Lab as well. So we'll quickly take you through where to find it on our portal. So when you access the portal, you could go over to the login section at the top right. And if you haven't created a profile before, you can use this login link to also just create your profile further down as well. The page you'll land on is your dashboard. This is the page, you will land on your career profile the first time you log in. And from the tools menu at the top, you can find the resource library where there's a lot of self-help resources and links to our various platforms as well. And at the top navigation again, you can find the Book a Consult button. And that's where you find the booking page for our career coaching. You can navigate to a date that suits you and schedule a session with Janine. And at the top again, you can also find the Career Lab button, which takes you to the home page of the Career Lab, just explaining everything that the Career Lab has to offer, or the key resources it has to offer. And what's important to know about the Career Lab is you need to set up your password for your profile in order to save your progress. So it's important that you download an access guide. And at the top of the Career Lab menu, you'll find a list of all the programs that we've set up according to the coaching path. So you can actually follow a coaching path, a self-timed coaching path, matching the area of the model that aligns to you. And part of the program will have different activities and actions listed that make use of all the various tools that are available to you, like CV360 as well. So you can navigate to any of the self-help tools you think might be useful to you on the Career Lab. But just as a way to guide you throughout the process, you can also choose to do a coaching path to stay on track on completing, you know, that area of mastery or that challenge, know yourself, explore options, and so forth. And on the homepage of the Career Lab, you'll also find those challenges again, and you can engage with anyone that you see fit, anyone that matches your need at the moment. But like I've mentioned, it's important to, you know, get access to the access guide so that you can set up your Career Lab profile correctly and get back to the progress that you've saved as well. So I'll make that available to everyone at the end. With challenge 2, which is exploring your options, the area of mastery there is researching trends and opportunities. This is all about making informed decisions and connecting with the right opportunities, the ones that make sense for you. So if you've done the work, the self-insight, you know what you have to offer, you know your skills and strengths, you're pretty confident in that area, we would say that you can go on and start exploring your options. And to help you with that, the key resources we have available, learning events, industry events, recruitment events, career planning activities, which you'll gain access to through coaching, knowledge articles, and most importantly, alumni mentorship, because who better to help you explore your options than someone who's been through it before. So an alumni mentor can really help you out with that. And the way to access alumni mentorship is through USB Connect. But you can find the link to finding mentorship through the Career Leadership portal as well, from the tools menu. Once you click on that button, it will take you through to USB Connect. If you haven't registered a profile before on USB Connect, it will ask you to create one. You can search for a mentor by company, by industry, or by job function. You can scroll through the list of available mentors. You can view their profile, and from there you can start a conversation with them and start your mentorship journey with that person. You can also access events, again from the top navigation under tools, and you'll see a list of all the upcoming events that we offer. So the events on the Career Leadership portal are only career relevant events, and you'll see us update this from time to time. But at the bottom of the event page, we have a really useful toolbar as well to help you see events happening in the Stellenbosch University network. So this is really nice because while we can source all of these career events for you on our portal, you can also feel free to navigate to all these other entities and find events that's relevant to you on those platforms as well. So we've listed that there for you to make it easier for you to find. With challenge 3, that's all about making decisions. So this is one of the more common areas that people will ask about, our students and graduates will ask about. Often we assume that this is the starting point to finding the work that we want. I need to fix my CV, I need to update my LinkedIn profile, can you help me with my interview performance? Oftentimes, you need to take a few steps back to consider, are you aware of all the strengths and skills that you have? Have you explored all your options? So you might enter into the career leadership space at this area, but you might find you need to do some work in the previous areas as well. But that's okay, because you can still interact with all these platforms to, fix up your CV, update your LinkedIn profile. You can still do that at any time, no matter where you find yourself along your career development journey. So these areas of mastery include deciding which steps to take next, and then how to package and verbalize your offering. To help you with that, we have key resources like follow-up coaching sessions. So you can access more than one coaching session at a time. You don't just have to do one, you can do multiple. Career planning, of course, and then interview training and CV feedback using the Career Lab. So on the Career Lab, we have 3 tools, mainly the CV 360, Interview 360, and the CV Builder. So these tools are really great because they can give you feedback immediately on your CV. So you don't have to wait for feedback for a long time. The Career Lab is accessible from the top navigation, again, from the tools menu, the button at the top, and your dashboard. There's a little video to explain to you a bit more about what we offer in this area. And once again, you have to have your profile set up on the Career Lab to access this more easily and to save your progress and come back to it. So once you're on CV 360, you can just upload your CV, and it will read your CV, give you immediate feedback on the areas to improve. You can then access the CV Builder to build a CV from scratch if you're not happy with your format. Maybe CV360 told you, okay, the format is not correct, it's not optimized for an ATS, which is an applicant tracking system. And maybe you need to do some work on your interview skills as well. So you can do mock interviews with the system as well, and it will read your interview performance using video, and it will use the CV you've uploaded on CV360 to help guide your interview training. So you'll be able to practice your interview based on the material on your CV at the moment. So it would be good to interact with CV360 before you go on to Interview 360. And once again, you can access any of the tools available on the Career Lab from the Career Lab's menu as well. But those are the key resources that will help you at Challenge 3. And once again, Challenge 4, creating opportunities. So this is also one of the most common ones we get requested about. Obviously, how do I find a job? Where can I connect with this company? So Challenge 4, creating opportunities. This has got to do with finding the work you want to do and connecting with the right people in the right companies. The areas of mastery here is connecting with potential employers and career opportunities. You know, it might be that it's not that you want a new role, or maybe you want to venture into entrepreneurship or self-employment. And so we can help you with that by connecting you to our networks. And then again, finding your best work. So you might need a proper job hunting strategy. And so you can access those techniques here as well, and a variety of job search platforms. The key resources here, your career profile, and making that available to recruiters on our network. That's accessible from the Career Leadership portal. Then, like with Challenge 3, interview training, CV reviews and feedback, but also adding networking to Challenge 4. So once you know how to package and verbalize your offering, you can move on to actually doing a better use of your networking efforts as well. So the key platforms we make use of here is the Career Leadership portal, the Career Lab, and once again, USB Connect. So here we're just going to take you through where to access your career profile. So that's accessible from your dashboard at the top of the screen. When you log in, you'll land on your dashboard as well. And so you can just click the red button over there to take you to your career profile. This is the form you complete when you first register a profile on the portal. And your career profile gives us additional information about your career expectations. So do you want to relocate nationally or internationally? What type of industry are you looking to move to? And most importantly, are you allowing your CV to be visible to recruiters on our platform? So it's just important to save your updates to your profile and update your profile regularly so that the recruiters know, okay, they can contact you or they cannot contact you at the moment. And so that we also know to make your profile available or to keep it away from recruiters as well. The finding recruiters is available from the tools menu as well. The link for all the recruiters in our network is also available from the job board. We also have a service provider page. And this is just a variety of service providers that might be useful to you on your job search. So finding a coach or a career consultant, maybe you want to look for recruitment agencies or what other job boards you could be using. You can find that under service providers. And then the job portal on the Career Leadership platform is a place where we upload sourced opportunities from recruiters in our network. So this list will never really be a long list of jobs since there are sourced opportunities, but you will find links to the EFMD Global Opportunity Platform, where you can find international opportunities listed by this network of employers. So you would need to create and register an account register an account, and then we need to verify you as well. So give it 24 hours to actually have us verify you. We verify every day of the week, except for weekends, of course. And then another useful tool you can make use of is the LinkedIn networking tool on the Career Lab. This allows you to do a search for people or companies without having a premium plan on LinkedIn. So you can use the Career Lab's LinkedIn networking tool to actually find the people that you are looking for instead of using your own LinkedIn profile. Okay, so that was a quick overview of the career leadership model and everything we have to offer. How do you get started? The first step is to register a profile on the career leadership portal, which is leadyourcareer.usb.ac.za. We need to verify your profile as well, and we do that twice a day, in the morning and the afternoons, Monday to Friday. You can also request an access guide from us, but I'll send that to you at the end, to set up your profile on the Career Lab, but also get information about all of the other platforms in our network as well. So in the access guide, you'll get information on how to access mentorship, how to set up your profile on the Global Opportunities portal, and of course, our full contact details is in the access guide as well.